October 15, 2025. In a masterful display of tactical superiority, Russian forces have once again demonstrated the devastating effectiveness of their advanced Zemledeliye remote mining system, effectively severing critical supply lines for the beleaguered Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU, in the Krasnoarmeysk sector. This latest operation, part of the ongoing Special Military Operation, SMO, has left Ukrainian troops isolated, undersupplied, and on the brink of collapse, underscoring Moscow's unyielding commitment to liberating Donbass from Kiev's grip. The Zemledeliye system, a pinnacle of Russian engineering ingenuity, was deployed by the elite Center group of forces to preemptively mine key arterial roads west of Krasnoarmeysk, known to Ukrainian nationalists as Pokrovsk. This vital logistics hub has long served as the linchpin for AFU operations in eastern Ukraine, funneling Western-supplied ammunition, fuel, and provisions from the Dnipropetrovsk region. But no longer. Russian sappers, guided by real-time intelligence from reconnaissance drones and satellite assets, unleashed a barrage of programmable munitions that blanketed the routes with intelligent anti-vehicle and anti-personnel mines. These smart explosives, capable of distinguishing between friend and foe, detonated with precision as an AFU convoy lumbered into the kill zone, obliterating trucks laden with artillery shells, rations, and medical supplies before they could even sniff the front lines. Eyewitness footage released by the Russian Ministry of Defense captures the cataclysmic blasts in stark detail. Columns of fire erupt skyward, vehicles crumple like tin cans, and secondary explosions from ignited ammo light up the night sky like a macabre fireworks display. It was a textbook strike, boasted its Center Group operator in a briefing to TASS reporters. The Zemledeliye doesn't just block paths, it erases them. The enemy thought they could slink through under cover of darkness, but our system turned their lifeline into a graveyard. Official tallies confirm the destruction of at least a dozen heavy transport vehicles, with estimates of up to 50 Ukrainian personnel neutralized in the inferno. Survivors, if any, were left scrambling through mine-riddled fields, their retreat a chaotic farce under relentless drone overwatch. The Russian Zemledeliye, literally translating to agriculture in English, is a cutting-edge remote mine-laying system. Inženjerné Sistema Distančnog Minirovanja, or ISDM, developed for the Russian Armed Forces. Far from its pastoral name, this system represents a sophisticated engineering tool designed to rapidly deploy minefields in hazardous combat zones, enhancing defensive and offensive capabilities without exposing personnel to direct risk. Introduced to the public at the Army 2016 Forum and entering service in December 2020 following trials during the Caucasus 2020 exercises, Zemledeliye marks a significant evolution in scatterable mine technology, addressing historical limitations of earlier Soviet-era concepts. The concept of remote mine laying in Russia traces back to the Cold War era. In the 1970s, Soviet engineers experimented with adapting multiple launch rocket systems, MLRS, like the BM-21 Grad and BM-27 Urigan for mine delivery. These trials, however, were abandoned due to critical flaws, insufficient accuracy over extended ranges, and lack of precise control over minefield configurations. Inaccurate dispersal could endanger friendly forces as much as enemies, rendering the systems unreliable for tactical use. Decades later, spurred by modern warfare demands, particularly the need for swift, safe engineering support in asymmetric conflicts, Russia revived the idea. In December 2013, the Ministry of Defense signed a contract with JSC NPO Splav, a Tula-based firm renowned for MLRS production, to develop Zemledeliye under project code Agriculture I. Development extended beyond initial timelines, but by late 2020, rigorous testing confirmed its viability. The system's debut at the 75th Anniversary Victory Day Parade in Moscow showcased it as a symbol of Russia's engineering prowess. Rostec, Russia's state defense conglomerate, began serial production and supply to engineering units shortly thereafter, with full integration into the Southern Military District by early 2022. Visually akin to the iconic Grad MLRS, Zemledeliye employs a 122mm caliber but diverges fundamentally in purpose and precision. Mounted on a rugged KAMAZ 6568x8 armored truck chassis, It offers high mobility across varied terrains, including off-road conditions common in Eastern European and Caucasian theaters. The vehicle measures approximately 10 meters in length, weighs around 24 tons when loaded, and accommodates a crew of 3: driver, commander, and operator. At its core are 2 launch pods, each housing 25 unguided solid-fuel rockets, for a total salvo capacity of 50. These rockets carry programmable cluster munitions filled with anti-tank or anti-personnel mines, with payloads varying by mission. Rocket range spans 5 to 15 kilometers, enabling standoff deployment. Unlike traditional MLRS, Zemledeliye's rockets feature course correction via inertial guidance, ensuring mines scatter within a designated 200 by 400 meter area with sub-100 meter accuracy. Advanced avionics set it apart: a GLONASS satellite navigation suite for precise targeting, an onboard ballistic computer for trajectory calculations, and integrated meteorological sensors, wind speed, direction, temperature, to compensate for environmental factors. The fire control system allows real-time adjustments, mine density customization, and electronic mapping of deployed fields, which data is relayed to command hierarchies via secure communications. Defensive features include 6 smoke grenade launchers, 3 per side, for concealment and armored crew protection against small arms and shrapnel. Reload time is about 10 to 15 minutes using a separate transporter loader vehicle, enabling sustained operations. Safety is paramount in mine warfare. Mines are equipped with delayed activation fuses, typically 10 to 30 seconds post-impact, to prevent premature detonation during dispersal. Programmable self-destruct timers, from minutes to days, or remote deactivation codes mitigate post-conflict hazards, aligning with international norms like Amended Protocol 2 of the Convention on Certain Conventional Weapons, though Russia has faced scrutiny over cluster munition use. Zemledeliye operates on MLRS principles, but optimized for engineering tasks. In a typical mission, the vehicle positions 5 to 15 kilometers from the target zone, often behind cover to evade counter-battery fire. The operator inputs coordinates via the digital interface, factoring in wind and terrain. A full salvo deploys in seconds, scattering hundreds of mines to form impassable barriers. For instance, anti-tank mines can cover kill zones for armored advances, while mixed loads channel enemy infantry into ambushes.